And a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe. And so tap that like button. It helps us keep bringing you more fun anime takes. Have you ever watched a show, found yourself rooting for certain characters, and then realized there are just some you wish would take a one-way trip off the planet? With Dragon Ball,
Fans are no strangers to these strong feelings. Um,
for every saying you love, there's always someone out there making viewers collectively uh, sigh in frustration. Um, um, Dragon Ball has always been a treasure chest of memorable personalities, but not every character leaves you with warm, fuzzy feelings. Some are irritating, others outstay their welcome, and a few just make you groan every time they show up. Zamasu is a prime example. At first, his genius and disastrous ambitions hinted at an epic villain, and unfortunately, endless rants about justice and his annoying immortality quickly wore thin or amazing. By the time he fused with Goku Black, whatever interesting qualities he had left dissolved into pure narcissism. His arc drags on like a bad sequel. By the end, you're practically begging for him to be erased, timeline and all. Then there's Oolong, whose sense of humor is stuck in the past, not unlike a VHS tape that nobody wants to rewind. His most infamous moment, making that underwear wish, went from legendary joke to awkward footnote as the years rolled by. And tagging along with Master Roshi hasn't done Oolong any favors. Instead of actual laughs, he usually just delivers another round of uncomfortable silence. Speaking of Roshi, the once mysterious martial arts master is another character that hasn't really aged all that well. His particular brand of comedy feels like a relic. He might have inspired sensei types across anime, but you'd probably wish he'd take a permanent vacation, at least from the group chats. Zeno, supposedly the king of all universes, acts more like someone who's had too much sugar and not enough bedtime. So if your fate depended on a cosmic toddler's mood, you'd probably sleep with one eye open too. And the addition of a second Zeno only doubled the confusion and the headache. And then there's Yamcha, the butt of the internet's ongoing joke. Once a cool martial artist, now the poster child for getting dunked on. Krillin at least managed to glow up the fact. Poor Yamcha just doesn't catch a break. Champa, the god of destruction, who somehow managed to be neither godly nor particularly destructive. Picture Beerus, but subtract all the coolness and double the goofiness. He exists mostly to get roasted by Beerus and make everyone else look good by comparison. Now, Chi-Chi might have started strong as a fierce fighter herself, but somewhere along the line, her personality shrank to Gohan's homework enforcer. Even when galactic disaster looms, all that she wants is Goku to get a real job. If you ever needed a mood killer at a Saiyan barbecue, Chi-Chi's your gal. Frieza, easily one of the greatest anime villains ever, is also one of the most hated Dala and Saita. He's the guy who shoots your best friend, then comes back from the dead, just for the nostalgia. Honestly, the only reason anyone smiles when he returns is because they know he'll get beat down again. Hold that creator. And uh, let's not skip Ribrianne, whose magical girl parody burned out fast. Uh, her ongoing love and light propaganda during the Tournament of Power made fans wish she'd transform into someone with a remote control so they could skip her scenes. Uh, uh, but nothing tops Mr. Satan. Um, the guy struts around taking credit for everyone else's work, declares himself the champ, and actually believes it. Sure, he helps out during the Boo saga, but he spends most of his screen time making everyone's eyes roll. Fans agree he's less hero, more comic device, and his fashion sense isn't saving him either. Honestly, the real Dragon Balls are probably just wishing some of these folks would chill out. Here's a joke to leave you with. Why did Mr. Satan refuse to buy a couch? He can't handle sharing the spotlight, even with his own furniture. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you there. Okay? I'll see you next time. Be buying big screen